Okay, everybody, second channel, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. If you're not, I hope I can make your day a little better. I'm in a great mood because I have just seen that Ghost Tundra has released a new Lacey's Games video. Now, I haven't watched any of it, but I see the title. I'm assuming this is an in-universe like type of, I don't know if it's going to be like an in-universe deep dive video or if they're just going to like go and showcase a bunch of Lacey games or something. It's almost 30 minutes long. I'm excited. I am genuinely super excited. I love Lacey's Games. It is unequivocally one of my favorite series. I think Ghost Tundra is very talented, and I'm always a sucker for good digital horror. I'll say it once and I'll say it a million times. You already know that. So we're just going to get right into it. All the links are for everything that you need are below, and I probably will make this into a main channel video, but I mean, what day even is it? It's April 19th. Yeah, because this released like 6 hours ago at the time of me recording. And so I don't know, this probably look for this mid to late May. I don't know when I'm going to make a video on it, but it will eventually be a scripted main channel video. I can promise you that. So there may, again, I'm going to try my best on this one. I'm going to keep the energy up, make sure I'm doing well here because I'm betting money that this is going to be another one that gets an influx of views just because I'm betting there's going to be like a main channel group coming over here from a video. Welcome, by the way, if you're here. Let's get into this. This video contains heavy topics and is made for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. We see a couple different characters beside Lacey as well. I did notice, because the reason I found this is because of Manaxa. I'm sure many of you, or pretty much all of you, know who that is. I was watching their Lacey's Games video. I was starting to watch it, and then they had a portion where they were at the beginning where they were kind of scrolling through the games, and they showed one, and I was like, I've never seen that clip before. So I checked the channel, and that's how I found this video, and I'm very glad I checked. But when I was watching that Manaxa video, I saw them kind of looking, they were showing a part of the, I believe, Lacey's Pet Shop video, where they go on the Lacey's Game website. And I noticed a bunch of other characters and other games on this website, and I wondered to myself, you know, what do these other characters also maybe have like alternate endings like Lacey does, or alternate games? So I'm wondering if these other characters are related to those things, or if those are the other characters that I saw, because I'm not 100% sure. But let's just go. Also, you see the warning down there. You're not ready for that? You can go. Don't worry, I will probably censor stuff in the main video. Okay, here we go. We're jamming. Hey, Lacey. Yeah, I remember the character that. Three. Oh no, wait. We may need captions just in case there's gonna be any little secret messages. I like this song, it's rocking, dude. Oh, that's nostalgic, the allow plugin button. I definitely remember they played a portion of that in a different video. Okay, so these are the three main characters, Lacey and two unknown ones. I am so excited for this, dude. You don't even know. I mean, I have the biggest smile on my face, man. This is gonna be great. I'm excited to analyze this. We're already going right for it. I'm assuming we're going right for it. Okay. Lacey and the Jammers.
There. Did you get that?
Huh. Yes.
That's Rosio's voice.
Okay, wait. Who's Charlie? Am I stupid? I don't remember who Charlie is. Also, let me adjust the mic, dude. I don't remember who Charlie is. I might be just, you know, I haven't rewatched the Lacey's Games videos in a while, but I don't remember that character. I definitely remember Grace because she was the one that they interviewed in the Lacey's Pet Shop video. And I know that Rocio is the other one that worked on the games, and she's the one that created the alternate paths and like the more quote-unquote creepy Lacey's Games that seem to replicate or kind of allow her to vent things that she's been going through, traumatic events and things of that nature.
Oh, I hear it. Yikes.
She would always do Lacey's voice, so she sang, but it really stressed her out, like, a lot. I mean, by the end, she was pulling her hairs out and hitting herself on the head, screaming.
Wait. Come on now. I'm trying to listen to what they're saying. What does that say right there? Which way am I supposed to read this? I don't know what that says. Maybe it's because of the letter by the A that I can't figure it out. Does it say something jam? Are these just random letters? Is there something I'm missing here? I think I might just be missing something here, because I'm not seeing anything.
Screaming in the bathroom.
But okay,
Everyone in the
so
room could hear her.
she was emotionally unstable, I guess, which based on what she's been through makes sense. And I guess it was causing a lot of issues for other people around.
But what was wrong?
I don't know.
You didn't ask?
Listen, all I knew is that Rosie was a little cuckoo and stuff, so I
Yeah, I mean, we kind of saw that in the last one. That it seems like Grace was very, like, she didn't really care, if that makes sense. Like, she didn't really care about Rocio. It seemed like maybe she's just not very understanding, or she just doesn't really care very much about her, because I don't remember what it was specifically, but I just remember thinking, like, you don't think that's a little weird? That, like, she made these games? Or, like, you don't think that it's a little weird that she, like, has this stuff in these games? You don't think something might be wrong with, like, not wrong with her, let me properly word this, that she's been through things that are not very great, that have had a very negative effect on her? I'm sure it would have been helpful, you know, if you would have at least, like, asked. I mean, people probably don't want to talk about it. You could at least say something, like, hey, are you, like, okay? Like, you know what I mean? At least the sentiment's there. But, like, that statement, too, makes me, kind of confirms my thoughts. She's like, oh, she's cuckoo, so I expected cuckoo things from her. AKA, like, she's just a weirdo, dude. You know, some people are like that with, like, people that go through these things. They're like, oh, she's just crazy, dude. I don't understand. No. It seems like Grace also may not have been the greatest friend or the greatest person to work with either, just because it seems like she wasn't super understanding at all. Which, I mean, you know, I'm sure they weren't, you know, they were probably kids or something. You can't expect everyone to be the most understanding, empathetic person in the world. But yeah, it just seems like it was just a very clashing environment. Which I wonder is why she made the games too, if it just like really it made her mental health even worse.
Well, thank you for the HTML files anyways.
Yeah, right. It was very nice of me to give them to you after you lied to me about your thesis last time.
Oh, Charlie is the girl from the Lacey's Pet Shop where she said, you know, hey, I need this for my thesis, and that was where the clips from Grace came from. So Charlie, I'm guessing, but I don't know this. I'm assuming that Charlie is the one that has recorded all of this gameplay. I mean, we don't know, but also, I mean, it says right here, posted our interview on your YouTube channel. So are we supposed to assume that Ghost Tundra's channel is basically Charlie's channel? I don't know. Am I reaching here? Or is this just like an in-universe channel? Also, what year is this? Is it 2009? Is that what it said? At one part?
This is our interview in your YouTube channel. Very nice.
Uh-huh.
But you said this time this is for your cousin's thesis, right?
Yep.
Well, I trust you.
There's no way that she actually trusts you. I'm sorry, I just can't believe that. I mean, that's gotta be maybe the stupidest thing ever to use the exact same lie. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, let's get back into it. Double dipping a lie is crazy, though. Oh, wait, pause. Oh, this is the picture I saw? Okay, Minoxo was just using footage from this video. Okay, I thought that, never mind. Okay, so we got some games we haven't seen before. We've seen Lacey's Wardrobe, Diner, and Pet Shop, but we haven't seen these other 5. We got Jay, so that's one of the other characters. And then, is that Maisie? So we haven't heard of them before. I was wrong at the start when I said that, but whatever. I mean, listen, we're live commentating, theorizing, reacting, etc. So I'm gonna get a lot of stuff wrong and then fix it. Just how it is, I guess. We got Love Meter. What was that? Makeup. I cannot read that other word, but it's makeup something. Maisie's horoscope. Maisie's first day of school. And Jay's skating game. I don't know if they're going to dive into all these games in this video, because again, it's almost 30 minutes, but I'm very excited if they do, because I want to see all these. And also, by the way, just to say this, because I don't know when this video is going to come out, I always say this in almost every single video that I've filmed for this channel, like the past at least 3 or 4, but I think I'm like 5 or 6 videos ahead right now. I try to stay pretty ahead. I try to record one of these every day, like if I'm about to watch a series on my own, or if I see it in my recommended, I'll just, you know, since I watch YouTube all the time anyway, I'll just record one of them and talk about it and stuff like that. But if I'm not wrong here, I should be releasing this next week, considering the rate I'm uploading on this channel. And hopefully, maybe, before this is released, I may have a video. If I do, I'll put it in the info card right here on my other channel, where I'm actually playing through the Lacey's Wardrobe game that got put on Steam, which is much more interesting than it sounds. It's not just the original Lacey's Wardrobe path. There's actually like 5 other alternate endings. It's really interesting. It took me like over 30 minutes to beat it fully. So, anyway. Just yapped. I'm just yapping, dude. Okay, so I assume Roshio's the one on the right. About us, this could be... Pause. We're Roshio, Yanni, right, and Grace Aesop left. Or is it Aesop? Why couldn't it be just be Aesop? What kind of last name is that? Aesop? Aesop? I don't know. Aesop? Why am I getting stuck on this? Together, the founders of... I never know how to say this. Is it Yanioso Games? Oh, it's Yanioso Games. They just combine their last names. I'm so slow. As video game lovers, we wanted to create a safe space for kids to play all our games with beloved Lacey and her friends. Okay. So we got Maisie. I like her hair. She got some stars in it. I'm rocking with it. Pause. Stargirl Maisie is smart and knows all about astrology and astronomy. She loves reading a good book and to teach her friends cool space facts. Love me some cool space facts. And there's a car, dude. Really? Dude, it's 11 p.m. It's almost 12 a.m. and I'm still getting bombarded, dude. As well as their horoscope. Okay. Got Lacey. Lacey's a fun-loving girl who loves a good adventure. She can be a bit of an airhead sometimes, but she's very determined and has lots of friends. She really likes fashion and to listen to all her favorite songs on her MP3 player.
Oh, here's Maisie and Jay.
You know Jay was wearing DC shoes. You know. Skate Girl Jay is always down to go out with friends. She's cool and always with some type of wheels. She also loves rock music and everyone calls her a tomboy. She likes that. I'm not gonna lie, if I was playing these games, I probably would have been playing as Jay. I feel like I resonate with her the most.
Jay was my favorite.
But I rock with them all though.
Man, I don't know. I'm more of a Maisie girl.
Oh.
They give me the creeps nowadays.
What does that even mean? Let me just keep it going, dude. What does that mean?
For Jay. Why?
So, there was a whole Jay situation around 2009, I think, where she kind of, sort of, might have killed her off. A bit brutally so, too.
Let's just get into the game. I don't need to hear anything else. I'm rubbing my hands together. Wait, that sounds a lot more sadistic than I meant for it to sound. I'm just very excited. I'm very serious. I don't know if Ghost Tundra's ever going to see this, because I know they know about my channel for a fact. I know they probably have seen my other 2 videos I made. But if they see this video, or if they see me talking about this, I want to be very clear, dude. This is like, you know, this is like Christmas for me, okay? When one of these videos comes out, I really do enjoy them that much. So I'm very excited.
Really? What? Like she does to Lacey?
No, worse, like, Jay was just permanently killed off.
What?
Why don't I remember?
Maybe Jay, like, represents somebody in real life that she doesn't like or something.
Anyways, just open Jay skating game.
Let's get to it. This must be the game where, wait, there's more. Pause it. We got Jay's hip hop class. We got Lacey's house makeover. I think that's what that says. Lacey's, did I say Lacey's boxing? I think that's what that says. And then Lacey and Maisie bake. I want to see all of these games. Honestly, and I'm so serious, dude. The formula for these videos, and I obviously do have a bias towards this, but the formula of these videos, in my opinion, is so well done. I honestly feel like you could pretty much have content forever. You could just keep making new games and keep adding lore. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like it would be very dragged out or drug out. I don't know which is the right word to use. Because there's so many different scenarios that you can do and so many different things. I think it would be really interesting. Okay, let's play. I assume this is the game where she is permanently deleted off of this earth.
Yeah.
Yeah! Oh, I guess I should read this. Jay's the best at skating. Help her avoid any obstacles and stay on the platforms. How long can you skate for? Email your radical high score to your friends and challenge them too. That is definitely some Flash game stuff. Email your high score, dude. I don't know if I played a lot of skating games. I was more of a dune buggy guy. This reminds me of, is it Might Guy? No, Mighty Guy? Mighty Guy, right? That's the game where you have to avoid the birds that are trying to hit you. That was a little bit dangerous.
Yeah.
How'd she even get up there? Okay, 3 more levels. Which, 99% chance, level 3, it's gonna start getting bad, and then level 4 is gonna be the one, or there's gonna be a secret level. I'm pretty much convinced of that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ouch.
Why is it her leg? She got hit in the face. That's the part that's not affected.
Go.
Or maybe if you, like, die in this game, it's gonna get a little bit worse each time. Maybe that's what it is.
Ouch. Damn it. Why this is so hard?
I don't feel
Damn
it.
it.
I don't feel like it's that bad. You didn't even have to jump right there. You could have just, like, let it go. I think the momentum would have carried you to the next building. Like that. Like, exactly like that. You could have just done that. See, there you go. Okay, 3 more levels. Yeah. It's a funny voice clip, dude.
Go.
Let's cook. There it is. Wait, hey, what does that mean? 013 negative 200. Huh. Is there even a way? Is there like a code? Is there like what type of anything would this even be? Could I like just type that number in? Yeah, I'm not getting anything. What could this be? What type of code is this? You know what? This might be a good time. Check the comments real quick and see if anyone's got this. But I can't though, can I? Because if I check the comments now, I might spoil something. I can't do that. Okay, we'll just have to leave this. Everyone keep this in your minds. Because I don't know what it means.
Radical.
So radical.
Go.
Okay, level 3. This seems a little bit dangerous. What happened? I like how Charlie was like, "Oh man, this game is so hard," and then they just easily do this way harder level on the first run. That's funny. Okay, now what? All right. I was right though. I knew something bad was gonna start happening at level 3. I think something's wrong with the game, dude. Also, this explains why they probably didn't remember the end, just because it's like so late. Also, the sound effects are not in there anymore. So are they just gonna go so fast? It's like that one Sonic EXE game where they just go so fast they go into like a wall and just explode. Hey, don't you think this game's kinda hard? It's exactly what I thought. Stop, man, you gotta stop. Slow down. Please, you're going the speed of light. You're gonna literally rip a hole in the space-time continuum. It's literally gonna be the wall thing, isn't it? Or spikes. Yeah. Okay, that seems very video game-like. I'm assuming, is there gonna be like a crazy picture? Because that's gotta be it, right? Because it doesn't seem anything worse than Lacey. Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. How did she even get this image? It says, you killed Jay. That's what that says. That's a good image at the end. That's very pleasant. What's our live commentary gonna say? Got anything for this? Nope. Can't catch me, dude. This looks... Okay, that's just a picture of Jay all stretched out. I can't tell what they're saying in the background. I think it's reversed. I've reached level 4 in Jay's skating game. This would be the game if it was actually real in the 2000s. This would have been the exact same type of game that the Scary Maze game was. Everyone would have found that ending, and then they would have emailed their friend the game and been like, hey man, play this little fun, little silly game. I got really far in it. It's really hard. If you could beat it, like, you know, it's really cool. You get like a prize or something. You know, people just lie, and then they go play it, and then they get that ending, and then they send it to other people and make them play it. It wouldn't even be regarded as scary. It would just be regarded as a troll, dude. But okay, that was pretty bad for her. She found some spikes. It wasn't very good. Did she kill off Maisie too, or just Jay? Did Jay just get the bad end?
Jesus, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, she got Sonicked.
She'll do these things to kids. Couldn't she just keep it to Newgrounds or something?
Yeah, nobody would have cared on Newgrounds. They would have said whatever. Okay. Now, if you know, Roshio's obviously got some mental health issues here. Why did you ask her to help you work on the game? Like, you were like, okay, I want to have a kid's site. I guess it was, you know, they were friends, but in my head, it's like, okay, I want to work on a kid's gaming site, and my friend here cannot manage to not put something horrific and or disturbing either as an alternate pathway, just as a game in itself, or at the 3rd or 4th level. So maybe I should just, like, I don't know, tell them, hey, we're not doing this anymore. Maybe you can just go make games somewhere else, you know? Or make like a game for like, or I can't talk, a website for like adults. I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's more to it. I mean, nobody's just cuckoo for no reason. Well, 99% of people aren't, I guess. I don't know. Come on, man. Don't do that. I told you. I can't tell what this is. It looks like a person on the right. Can't tell what that is on the left. There's some words over there too. Not sure what it is. That might be something for me in the future. I think the bottom says something about some type of a something girl. Wait. Could does the middle say something about could have been? These are just my guesses. That's one thing about, you know, the Lacey's game series. A lot of the stuff is extremely hard to pick apart. And at the end, by the way, stay tuned till the end, because I'm gonna go to the comments and I'm gonna try to pick apart most of the stuff that way. But I want to give my genuine attempt, since this is my first impressions and my analysis, reaction, etc. But I also don't want to spend 30 minutes sitting here trying to figure this out. I think parts of the words may be cut off as well. So I'm not 100% sure there. We're just gonna keep it going.
I didn't notice anything in the game until the angry parents started writing my mailbox again. Rocio, she kept messing with the site after that.
What do you mean?
Jay was gone from the main page. Her games were deleted, but she started showing up in other...
Okay, before we get to this, I wasn't paying attention to what was actually on the site. Okay, so that was, I guess, the image of Jay after she got her, got spiked. Then we got this image, which I assume is also Jay on the left. It looks kind of similar. Moving. Nah, I see ya. Why is everything so hard to read here? Eyes hurt. No. Is that what that says at the top? Eyes hurt? I might be wrong here. Something about something against my something. Something about something rubbing. So I'm assuming it's more stuff like, you know, like we've seen before. Again, I'll find, it's only been 6 hours, so I don't know if anyone's actually decoded this. I'm trying my best to contribute here. But a lot of this is just like really hard to see. One thing that may help is screenshotting this and turning, what is it, up the saturation or the brightness or whatever. Eyes, no, I think it says eyes shut. I think it says eyes shut, mouth. Eyes shut, mouth, something. What does that say? I can't stay on this for 30 minutes. We're gonna have to keep moving. But I saw, maybe it's like some see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil type of vibe. Oh, come on, there's an article too. I wish I knew what this said, dude. It's gonna bother me. Okay, we got some screenshots here. Some of them are replies. I don't know if these replies are from Rocio or not. Hello parents, today I want to bring attention to this something. I found my girl something, Lacey's Girl Games. I thought it was probably like for kids or something. Just something with the mascots. There is one J. Oh man, this is hard to read. She was thrown. She was, dude, I sound illiterate. Okay, but it's really that hard to read. She was something, the devil's sign. Some of this I can't even begin to figure out. Which is totally inappropriate for girls. I can't believe they'd put a murder? No? Something in child's something. Something very concerned. This is difficult. Okay. This is so hard. Let's go to the next one. Concern over Lacey's game's character. I'm just trying my best to decipher what I can. Obviously, in the final cut, I'm actually gonna, like, read all of this. But, you know, we're not there yet. I just saw it. I think this is WoW. Some of the stuff is censored, too. I have no idea what the censored things are saying. I think I can read the bottom one very easily. I don't know why, but it's just a lot easier to see. I can definitely concern over Lacey's game's character. I can definitely agree that a character that says I'd only be caught dead wearing makeup in one of her games is not something model little girls should be, a role model little girls should be having. I don't know why they couldn't just keep Lacey and the other one and get rid of this boy girl thing. What is that supposed to mean? Let us know about updates and sending emails. Maybe also block it in schools until then. So is the concern, am I just slow? Was the Satan thing because, like, she's just, like, doesn't want to wear makeup? Am I just... Whatever. Let's keep pushing. I don't think I'm gonna figure this out. Careful what you wish for. So obviously we know who that is. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm assuming the first two emails were like, oh, this character's like bad and she's like doing this stuff, and so she's like, well, then I'll kill the character off, which makes more sense. Which also, the question is, why did Grace not know about these emails? Did she not see them? How did she not know that people were complaining about Jay, or did she just not care? Because she said she didn't like Jay because of this event, but did she not know before this happened? Because that makes what Roshio did a lot more understandable. I'm not saying that she should have done it because kids play on this website, but I understand, especially if you're already going through what you're going through, whatever that may be for her, and then there's all these people complaining and saying, this character is garbage, I hate this character, they should remove this character, it's satanic and all this stuff. I can understand being angry enough to just kill the character off in a really disturbing way and be like, how do you feel about that? It's time for the makeup game, which I assume is the game that Makeup Parlor. Ew. This must be the game where the first person was complaining about Jay being in and how Jay was like, I'm not gonna wear makeup. Everyone loves feeling pretty, and Lacey's here to help with her super awesome makeup skills. I am not thinking that this game is gonna end up being about makeup. I'm wondering if this game is actually gonna end up being about first of all, the emails that obviously were shown. I'm sure that's gonna play a part of it. I think a lot of the aftermath of that was just what happened to Jay in the game where, you know, she passed away. But I think, and I wonder at least, in this game, if there's also going to be something revolving around, like, how girls have these expectations with makeup and all these things. I don't know if that's going to have anything to do with it. Let's see. Also, it says, use your creativity and imagination to give the clients makeup looks to die for. When you're done, you can save or print your creation to share with your friends what you and Lacey did. Dude, I'm telling you, like I said earlier, all of these games would be getting sent to people to troll them. It would be ridiculous. The clients are lined up and waiting for you to make them beautiful. Let's get beautiful, everybody. Okay, maybe I didn't need to pause it. Here we go. Is this like the pet shop? Well, yeah, we have different customers. No, you're not. Is that what you said? Did you say I'm ugly? Oh, come on, man. Don't say that about yourself. You're not ugly. You just don't got no nose. And there's nothing wrong with that. Krillin doesn't have a nose. Look how popular Krillin is. You just don't got no sense of smell. You know, that doesn't make you ugly. It just makes you noseless. Makes you Makes you unable to smell things.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Sorry, I gotta Baldi's Basics flashback. No, you're not. You're a beautiful young lady. Or just lady. I actually don't know how all these characters are supposed to be. What the? Now you thought you could get away with that. Hide undesirables with your illusion. The power of makeup. Oh no, wait. Hide undesirables with illusion. I cannot read. I'm sorry. So this is going to be about what I said, which is these expectations and how people will tell people, just put makeup on. If you don't have makeup on, you're ugly. Because that's even in that email. The person was basically like, you know, in one of the emails, they were like, it's ridiculous that she's saying not to wear makeup. Like, she's a horrible role model for girls. And it's like, is that really being a good role model to tell girls they have to wear it? I mean, if you want to say like, hey, I'm not a girl father or anything like that. I don't know about this, you know, from a personal standpoint, but, you know, I would assume you'd probably be like, hey, makeup's cool. If you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't, don't. Doesn't matter to me. You're beautiful either way. I feel like that's what you're supposed to tell people. You know what I mean? But anyway, we're not going to get into all that. Well, I guess we actually are. I guess we are getting into all that.
Wow.
Woohoo! Wow. Fabulous. We are getting very fabulous in here. Where's the, like, distorted creature? Bro, none of these people are even slightly, like, like, ugly at all, dude. Are they, like, what? Oh, no. Oh, no. The music's cut out. You know what that means for... Sorry, I accidentally put my, Sorry, that was my facial distortion pen. Sorry, dude. My molecule distortion pen. I've accidentally made your face droop. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that. I have something about outside the polarity here. Yeah, let's fix her! We just accidentally paralyzed all the muscles on one side of her face. Or she's actively having a stroke. Dude, that's weird. The hand of God has fixed her. The hand of God has cured her stroke, guys. Let's all rejoice. Oh, that's funny. I think I said this in the Mario video, which will be out before this, but it's just weird when it's like a 2D game, and then all of a sudden you see like a 3D hand. But it's more reasonable for this, because it's a Flash game. Like, a random 3D object in a Flash game is not very unbelievable. Or not unbelievable, but like, off-putting. It's just like, oh, well, that was different. I kind of like it. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything, sorry. I looked away for a second. You really got to be paying attention to this, man. You could miss anything. What is that? What is that? Is that a worm? Is that a tapeworm? Is that it's not a tapeworm. It's like a mealworm or something. Where's it going? Hey, the little worm. What do you think you're doing? Why was it making that noise? That's not what a worm sounds like. It doesn't sound like anything. Unless I'm just completely wrong. You tried it again. Why do I always respond like that? Like I'm playing basketball and someone's like trying to juke me or something. Did I miss it? Shoot, I think I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. There she is. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna try my best, but don't expect much. You are not excused from what does that say? What? Hold on. Let me lean back. Maybe it'll be easier if I lean back from the PC. If I lean at an angle here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Something. Like, part of my brain is saying this is something about yearly or something like that. I feel like the last word is yell. Or like something like that. I'm not really sure. But the first 4 words are the first 5 words are definitely you are not excused from on these 2 near the top. This says something like you also can't be looking bad. Something. And this one says you something can't be looking bad now. You can't be looking bad now. You also can't be looking bad now. So obviously these are all to do with makeup and things of that nature. I have no idea what that picture at the bottom is. Can't fix you, can't fix you, can't fix you. That's 100% what that says at the bottom by that weird picture. The top, I have no idea what it says. I'm just not sure. Again, we're gonna figure a lot of this stuff out at the very end. I'm just giving it my hardest effort here, my hardest look. But yeah, I'm really trying to figure out these 2 sentences. You are not excused from. Oh, the last word is yet. Something yet. You are not excused from what yet? What word would fit in this? The first and last letters both look like V's, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But I don't know what else the letters could be. Maybe it's like V something Y. The word in my head keeps being variety, but that can't be it, right? You aren't excused from variety yet? That doesn't make any sense. It just seems very silly and wrong and embarrassing. I just don't know what this word is. I tried my best, dude. I really don't know. You know, I would say sound off in the comments, but we're probably gonna find out by the end of this. After 10 hours. You know, if you know this channel, you already know. We really react and analyze over here, okay? This is gonna take some time. What? No, you're not. Even though you do have the hipster fit on, very reflective of a specific time period. The tie is crazy. What a time to be alive, am I right? What's the weird creepy thing? Is her whole face just gonna come off? Are they gonna throw a roach at her? Like, what's gonna happen? Here we go. She's got little real eyes. They're kind of funny. Are those Roshio's eyes, do you think? That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing when they show real, like, human characteristics on the girls, it's Roshio. Like she's putting herself in these games. I'm assuming that's where the quotes come from, too. Okay, we can't fix her anymore. Or I guess we're removing her eyes. Oh, no, we're just closing them. Sorry, your eyes look really weird. Can you just close them for the rest of your life? Yeah, that'll fix it. That's horrible. Yeah, just close your eyes forever.
Wow.
This is further than a lot of Lacey games get before it starts. You did it again. Before it starts going bad. What is that? Okay, so obviously, you know, Lacey's not looking very happy about this. I don't know what this is. It almost reminds me of like that thing, the creepypasta that's associated with that video where the guy's covering himself in clay that I'll put on screen right now, and he looks really weird like that. I don't know if this is supposed to be an image of some type of like botched surgery that someone had on their face to try to look beautiful because of these beauty standards or something like that. Their jaw looks really, like the teeth look really messed up. They don't look like they have a nose. Much like Lacey also doesn't have a nose in these images. I don't know if Lacey has a nose at all now that I think about it. I don't know if any of these characters have a nose in these games. Never thought about that. We're moving on though. I'm just waiting for like a real picture of somebody to show up or something. That's my first thought. You know? That's Jay. Image 0207. Is this like a crime scene image or something? It looks to be somebody that has their eyes sewn shut by my guess, and they have a frowny face. I would also have a frowny face if my eyes were sewn shut and or look like they have been both doused in a very small amount of lava. What does that say? Oh boy, I love, listen, like I said, I love Lacey's games. I love this little series here. I want to talk about, that's something I'm gonna have to react to on this channel at some point too, is Ghost Hunter's other series. I have no idea what it's about, but I think it's kind of creepy too. But today we don't get to do that because we have to read, and it's gonna take the rest of the day to read this. Something's room when something view are going to be backwards. Did something B7 birth B7 something something user of the blank something 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 in reverse. And I'm sorry, I coughed. And there's a picture of, I don't even know what that is, some type of very distorted face. From what it looks like to me, it looks like two faces. One is a face of makeup on one side, and on the other side is like a regular face that looks like it's really scared and in terror. And also the face does either is missing eyes or it looks like it has very, very wide eyes. So I'm wondering if this is one of those, you know how like for thespians and stuff, they have the happy and the sad mask? If this is like the makeup mask and the real face mask beside each other. Back to that image. I don't know what the bottom says either. It's just something about Bond something something that I can't read it. I can't read any of that. I listen. You know, I wish that somehow we could just have a contact we could put in our eye that could just decipher any puzzle, so that it would be easier to make these do these things live. This is some type of a code. I'm betting money on it, and that's another one of those pictures of Lacey. She's just all stretched out. And wait a minute, we can kind of read a little bit more. Today's view, going backwards to a child to, oh, maybe it's like maybe it's like a report from like a therapist or something, like she's reverting to a child to like deal with trauma or something. The leftover something from something in reverse together. There's just a bunch of numbers at the bottom. Was there anything right there? But I think I saw a face. It's funny, that might just have been, no, okay. I think it just moved the pixels and stuff. Okay, we got some type of a paper in the back with something I can't read over it. Lacey's not looking very good. She's sleeping in a bathroom. No. No. Maybe I should actually try. No. I'm not here. She's not here. This isn't happening. Oh. That was a horrible no. No. I'm not good at saying no's like urgently. I look so ugly. So again, this is just like when I grieve. When I'm crying. So I want to pause here. I didn't think about this way, but this is actually pretty interesting. So it seems like not only are we talking about like beauty standards, things of that nature, but I wonder if this is something that was imposed upon her by an adult. I wonder if a parent or some type of guardian, after what happened to her that we've seen in these other games, we know that she lost her dog to somebody. Maybe she was grieving that, maybe she's grieving a friend, something, and she's crying, and maybe like a parent or a guardian or an older sibling or something, just really unempathetic in a sense, says, you know, you look ugly when you do that. Or maybe people at school were telling her that. And so she kind of, being young, maybe she took that to mean, okay, this is something that's wrong with me. I look bad when I do this, so I shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? I don't know what the she's not here, this isn't happening, and I'm not here means. What I could guess from the she's not here, this isn't happening is like this person has passed away and I'm grieving this person, but I'm also kind of in denial because that happens a lot. The I'm not here part, I don't know if that's like dissociation / derealization, depersonalization type of deal, or if that's like a this is all in my mind, or if this is this can't be real. Like, I don't want this to be real. Like, I can't really be here. Like, you know, kind of just being in denial type of thing. Like, I'm not here. I don't want to be here. She's just a client. She just needs makeup. She just needs her makeup done. Yes. 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 So, is she just... Ooh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe she's grieving somebody. Oh, no. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. Why am I dumb? I'm sorry, dude. I'm so dumb. That's gonna be so frustrating for people. Obviously, she's talking about Jay in the chair. I just didn't think about this of being like actual in-universe lore. Usually when I'm thinking about these games and these videos, I'm thinking about like, how does this trace back to Roshio in real life? That's my bad. Okay. So this is Jay. Jay's supposed to be dead, but she's actually in this game. I'm slow. My bad. I'm sorry. It's live. I make mistakes, and you're gonna deal with it. I'm not apologizing anymore. But that is kind of my bad, because I'm sure I'm probably gonna frustrate myself when I'm editing this and I'm watching it back. I'm gonna be like, dude, why did I say that? Why would I say such a thing? I just need fixing. Oh yes, just like me, I need fixing. I need makeup. Oh, I see. So the actual quote-unquote real world, or like the game world, I guess, is this. This is what the game is looking like. So she's just laying in her makeup parlor. But in real life, this is my guess, this is what the real world is like. She's in the bathroom, she's hiding from the client. So maybe the character is based off of somebody real, and I'm not as far off as I think. Maybe Jay is based off a real person, and so is the other character, and they all tie together. Maybe Jay getting killed off wasn't as weird as we think. Or maybe Jay getting put in this game is just out of frustration because of these people that kept complaining about her not wanting to wear makeup, and so she's making a point. I'm not sure, but let's go. I still could be completely wrong about the one part. Yes. So maybe this is more the dissociation, derealization type of situation. Like, everything's fine. I just need to put my makeup on. I think a lot of times when people go through things like this, they kind of just feel like if they can cover up the surface, I saw that, or like do like something palliative, for lack of, actually that's a pretty good term, I was about to say for lack of a better term, that it gets rid, or it can, other people won't know that they're going through something at the very least. But a lot of times, I feel like, you know, not to get too deep, but I mean, this is a very deep series. I feel like a lot of times, you just end up like this image. People know, but it's like, that's not a bad thing. I don't think people should be ashamed of going through something, or be ashamed of having a hard time, or being traumatized, or what have you, because that's just life. Like, everyone isn't dealt a good hand, and even some people that are dealt a good hand have bad moments. You know what I mean? And I think that in that, if we could all just, you know, be more understanding of that, I think people would be able to be more comfortable with their emotions and being open and just being honest. And be like, yeah, I don't look good because I'm not going through a good time in my life right now. It's very difficult. Instead of trying to cover it up and, you know, put a mask on so that other people will be, you know, not judgmental of them. Because you know, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm being too charitable to people, but I don't think most people, generally speaking, would even bat an eye. They'd just be like, okay, that person looks a little bit rough, and then they keep pushing. Maybe they think about what you're going through, but I don't think it would be something that they care about very much. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway. Okay, back to Jay. Maybe she's putting on... No, probably not putting on funeral makeup, is it? Because I thought about that. The eye's gonna open, dude. I know they're gonna open. They're gonna be creepy looking. Do 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 do. I love how they're moving it in such a way. And the eyes. And they're looking at me. And we've turned this into a Benadryl trip. What is happening? Help! My voice cracked. I'm an adult and my voice is cracked. It's very embarrassing. I'm gonna talk in this octave from now on. Nobody heard that. Okay. So we got a picture, which I have no idea what this even is. I'm just gonna be brutally honest there. And we also have another picture. This picture is the picture we saw earlier of the weird looking face. I know that for a fact. And this is just an up close of it. Okay. Showing it again. What was that? Something just shifted on the screen behind it. I swear I saw something. Maybe I didn't. And I don't know what that word is saying on the right, by the way. I guess that was for throwing up. I mean, I can't be surprised that it happened, man. Because, you know, happens when you get overwhelmed. Sometimes. Oh my good God, Jesus Christ. Has she been working on dead people this whole time? Is that why there was a maggot? Is that why that person, the side of their face was drooping? Jesus Christ. You know? Oh my. Oh my stars. That's gonna be my new thing. You know how, this is off topic, I'm sorry, but you know how Zach Hadel sometimes he'll say, like, if you watch OD Plays or even if you watch Smiling Friends, I reference that a lot, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be referencing that a lot, I'm a massive fan of that. He'll be like, oh heavens, or be like, oh my heavens. My thing is gonna be oh stars, let me know. Is that good? I think it's pretty good. Anyway, back to serious mode. That makes a lot more sense. I still don't necessarily understand some of it, but that makes a lot more sense, so we can assume that Lacey, at least in-game Lacey, I have no idea if Jay's a real person as well, as Lacey seems to be a representation of Roshio. If real life, or if in the game Lacey, she's obviously struggling with grief here. She's obviously struggling with the death of Jay. I guess all three of these characters were pretty close. I mean, they had the song together, so we can assume in universe they're close friends. And somehow she has Jay's corpse, which I mean is full of holes. You can see all the holes from the spikes. And it's still got blood on it. So this isn't like, you know what I mean? This isn't like from a funeral home or anything. This is like she found it somehow where it was and took it wherever this bathroom is. But this is a really crazy image. This might end up being the thumbnail. If I can get away with it. That is insane. Wow. And it's still got that like 2000s aesthetic to it too. There's a lot of pictures from the late 2000s that have this kind of style, if that makes sense. Which I think is really cool. It's very silly Jay. Very authentic for the time. Oh, silly, silly Jay. Please collaborate. You just need to stand. Still. Yeah, just stand still so you can get your makeup. So I can fix you. Like, bring her back. Maybe if you just use some makeup. You tried it again, did ya? But this is a kind of a really powerful representation of grief, like genuinely. It says, smile for me, girl. Smile for me, girl. I wanted to cry so hard. I smile because blank. Does it matter? I'm here for display. I'm here to be pretty. I'm filling in the blanks. And you don't look pretty when you cry. I think it says, I cried so hard, I'd vomit. Something, something. So that makes sense as to why earlier she was talking about how she felt ugly when she cried. because again, someone was telling her that, which is what I thought. And I'm assuming based on the men at the bottom that these men may be the men in her family, because we know her uncle was really bad. I don't remember if the man in the pet shop video was somebody else or not. And we know she had the stalker guy too, which was when she was an adult. But we don't know if that has anything to do with Roshio. This definitely has something to do with Roshio though. We also see some very serious images here. So yeah. You wouldn't have, this wouldn't, you would just need some. So that also kind of sounds like Roshio talking to herself. I think a lot of times when you go through something, especially when you go through something when you're younger, I think that a lot of times you can put the blame on yourself, and you can be like, if only I'd done this, if only I'd done that, instead of, you know, placing the blame on probably who needs to be blamed, usually the people who victimized you in whatever capacity it was, even like, you know, bullying. And I think a lot of times, you know, that's the most common thing, I think, is the bullying one. When you're bullied as a kid and you're like, this was my fault that I got bullied. It must be because I'm this or that. But in reality, it's not your fault, you know? It doesn't matter how you look or anything like that. You still don't deserve to be bullied. But at the end of the day, people will choose to do that because they feel whatever type of way. And sometimes there is even no reason that is distinct at all. And so it takes time to really be able to honestly accept that it wasn't because of anything that was wrong with you. It was just their fault. It was all them. And I wonder if that's kind of what's being reflected here. Like, she's still blaming herself in some capacity for what happened. If only I'd put on a better face. If only I'd, you know, quote unquote, worn makeup. If only I'd stopped myself from crying and looking a certain way. Because maybe that caused her to be treated even worse by whoever's doing this stuff to her, which I assume is her uncle, but we don't know 100%. Oh my lord. That's not very good. That reminds me very heavily of Higurashi though. If you ever watched, especially the original Higurashi When They Cry anime, there's this very specific moment. If you know, you know. There's a picture, there's somebody that looks exactly like this. It's from the scene in the junkyard. I'm just gonna talk about that right now. The scene in the junkyard, it's when, what's her name, dude? I haven't watched Higurashi in like 2 years. So it's my favorite horror anime though, the original one. But it's when the girl, like, should I spoil it? Okay, it's the lady in the junkyard. If you know, you know. Never mind, I'm not gonna spoil it. I just ran in a rave for no reason. I'm sorry. Not a time to be laughing. It's a very disturbing moment. I'm just laughing at myself because I started that for no reason. Yeah, this is insane. It's kind of making me feel a little bit nauseous. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah, I don't know if I can use this as a thumbnail. I don't think I'm getting away with this one. It's almost like, this might be looking into it a little too deep here, but it's almost like she's trying to make her look alive, too. You know what I mean? Like, she's adding this color, she's adding the redness. Like, blood flow is still there. Like, she's not dead. Might be over-exaggerating, or not over-exaggerating, but thinking too deep into it, but I wonder if that's kind of also part of a grief process on her part. Well, that wasn't a very fun game at the end. That wasn't very fun. That was just a bunch of eyes everywhere looking at me. I see you. They've also become distorted. Let me pause in the middle of their conversation. I'm noticing, like, the whole time we've been watching them through this, like, you know, these windows. And I just thought about this. So, if you remember in Lacey's diner, there's a brief image of this girl. And the girl looks like she's literally physically, like, there's wires connecting her to the computer. We've been seeing all these, especially the last two things, where it seems like it's from the perspective of, like, a PC. Now, the first two videos we know were recorded by somebody else. And we know that the last video was mainly recorded by, or at least I guess in whole recorded by, what was her name, Charlie? I hope I'm getting that right. But in this one, it doesn't seem like this is anybody's video. And so that leads to the question, is this actually Roshio's perspective? Is she in the computer? Is she a part of a computer system, and is she the one that's distorting this footage? Because we're out of the game, so we shouldn't be seeing it like this. And even look at the text. I mean, look at that. I'm glad I used captions.
It wasn't my business.
I'm assuming that's Roshio. No news since 2010. What? I want you something away in my hands? Oh my lord, I can't read. Yeah, I don't know what that says, but it's something in my hands. I know that. And the first three words are definitely it is I want you, right? It's not I watch you. Is it watch you? Maybe it's I watch you. Something that definitely has a way at the end in my hands. And I assume on the left, the question mark is Roshio. Hasn't she been through enough? Why is she trapped in the game? Get her out of there.
But aren't you a little bit curious? I mean, the way she just vanished and all. Doesn't this spooky mystery excite you?
I don't think this is a very good idea to dig into this mystery anymore. I'm just being honest. I don't think this is a good idea. I think maybe we should just stop. Because I feel like you guys are going to end up inside of a computer by the end of this.
Okay. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe.
It's weird that she doesn't care about Roshio, like, at all, though. Like, even a little bit. But it seems like they had a lot of tensions, too, so who knows. Okay. I guess let's see. I think she's in this computer. But, okay. Either that or somebody that... or imagine this is just the cousin's thesis video. This is just playing in front of the class and everyone's just mouth is just agape. Dude, they're like, what is this? The professor's just doesn't even know how to stop it. A goodbye song. A goodbye song. So this is when Jay died. Of course, I cut it off right after a loud noise. I seem to have an affinity for doing that for some reason. But yeah, that's kind of a powerful statement too. It's like, it doesn't matter how horrible something is that happens in your life, life just moves on. You could literally have your complete perception of reality shattered, and life would just keep moving on, like nothing happened for everybody else. That is so crazy to think about, because when those emotions are so strong, when your perceptions are altered, and you're just dealing with all of this new information because of whatever's happened to you, whether it be grief or otherwise, it's like you just want everyone else to understand you. You want everyone else to feel what you're feeling. Because you don't want to feel like, I don't know if I'd say feel insignificant, but you know what I mean? You don't just want it to be normal after what happened, after your entire life was changed in some largely negative way. It's like, how can life just go back to being normal? How can I go back to being normal? You know what I mean? What was that image? Let's see if we can rapid fire. So this is some backwards text. It says something about enter. Entertaining girls since 2004. So it's just the Lacey's game stuff. Yeah, it's just the Lacey's game stuff. We got some images of her flashing on the screen. This is a picture of Lacey and Jay. And it says, and the decks in the background, just a picture of Rocio, picture of Jay, and what looks to be a picture of, I think, Jay on the ground. I could be wrong with that one. And then another picture of Rocio with what looks to be some type of, like, motherboard. Maybe I'm wrong, it's like a blade or something, but this looks like a motherboard. And this says, dead girls don't cry, which is not very good to say. But that is the image we see here. Actually, let me go back. Okay, apparently I'm not allowed to go back anymore. Okay. So this looks like some... Okay, wait, I see it. So this image is Lacey and somebody, maybe it's Rocio, maybe it's Jay, because maybe this is a cartoon version of Rocio. I mean, they're fighting. Or maybe this is the context as to why Jay ended up like that, and maybe this is a larger commentary. Maybe, you know, Rocio killed somebody. Just being honest. So they're fighting here. More pictures of what looked to be Rocio and Jay. We got denial, which she wasn't heavy denial. Now she's choking her. Very forcefully. Anger. More images of Rocio. Bargaining. We're gonna go through all this stuff. Depression. Acceptance. And they're just... More dead girls don't cry. Things like that. More of the same imagery. Dead girls don't cry. I think that's it. Oh, my ears. That is very loud. I should have turned my volume down. But I think it's over now. The Rabbit Hole of LaceyGames.com by Ghost Tundra. Lacey's crying and Maisie's comforting her. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal video. I loved it. And I would close out right now, but unfortunately, we got comments time. Also, look, there's Minoxa in the patrons, dude. I just mentioned them. Let's see if there's any secret thing at the end. I already can't wait for the next one. But we're about to go to the comments. And I knew it. I know how these videos work. She stepped into something at the edge of the universe and calmly walked to something towards the single bedroom. The something which, as she had been told by the gods, something could delete the existence of anyone. Something she thought long and hard of all the ugliest souls she had ever known. She made her decision and her finger met the button without any ceremony. But looking down at her feet, it was all red with blood. She stood in shock. The blood tainted her very being. She had thought deletion something clean and something without realizing that death's the only deletion that exists, and that there is no death without painful, unrelenting grief, and grief stared at her through mirrors forever from the eyes of all she had ever thought to delete. It was a world catastrophe. So there you go. There you go. Now let's go to the comments. Also, oh, I guess I should theorize here. If I had to guess, this could be a metaphor for Roshio. It could be a metaphor for her wanting to either get rid of a part of herself, or more importantly, I think, get rid of somebody else, because obviously we saw Lacey or somebody getting choked out by another girl and presumably killed. And I'm wondering if maybe she thought that, you know, someone under false pretenses killed somebody else. Maybe they were told, brainwashed in some capacity, and they were told, like, you can do this and it's not that serious and nothing bad's gonna happen, and then they realized the gravity of what happened. Or maybe it's like a metaphor of, you can't let go of your old self without grieving yourself. You can't let go of your old self without it being an arduous process. It takes time and it's difficult, and you're gonna have to grieve it. You can't just, it's not clean cut. I don't know, dude. I'm just guessing. Lacey plushie? I kind of want it. I'm gonna open that in another tab. I kind of want that. Okay, we go for text. That's the one I read. She stepped into an empty room at the edge of the universe and calmly walked towards the single button on the wall. Which is you see, I read the rest, but I didn't get that part. So there you go. You can look at it for a second. Coordinates are in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Probably not where Jay died. 1448 doesn't. Oh! Okay, I'll put the image up on screen and I'll read it over again. Vanity doesn't die. Vanity doesn't die. You are not excused from vanity yet. You are not excused from vanity yet. You still can't be looking bad now. You can fix, you can fix, you can fix. There's a picture of a morgue. So the morgue is obviously the J part, which means that theory earlier was right. 2050. Okay, put the image up here if I remember. Hopefully I do. Smile for me, girl. Smile for me, girl. I wanted to cry so hard I'd vomit. We read that part. I smiled. Question mark. They don't know if that's what it says. I smiled because it doesn't matter. And then the rest of it. So there you go. Someone said flashbacks from Sally DXE. Thank you, dude. I'm glad someone knew what I was talking about. Alright, well, that seems to be it. My final theory on this video is very simple. I think that Lacey pretty much represents Roshio, and we know that in some capacity, but I also think that the imagery at the end of what I believe to be Lacey getting choked out was maybe Roshio trying to replace Lacey, trying to kill her real-life self and go into the game, not the game, into the PC. I think that this video in itself was from the perspective of Roshio, like she is viewing it from her like PC world. That's why everything was in a specific window, and how she was able to like kind of watch them through this camera, but it was like labeled. That's just my guess. I don't really know because I'm not fully sure, and I have to think more about what the poem at the end means, or whatever you'd like to call it. And as far as the Jay situation, I'm not sure if Jay represents anybody in real life. I keep flip-flopping between whether I believe that or not. Right now, I'm going to say I don't think so. I think that the whole arc with Jay is just more out of frustration with the people that complained about her. And so I think the reason that Jay appears in these other games deceased, it could be because of the real life stuff, because obviously she's making reference to, you know, somebody that passed away in real life. But I think that a lot of it is just out of anger towards these people that criticized this character and were saying all this stuff about what role models girls should have and how this character should get deleted and things like that. That's what I think. But thank you for watching, and I really appreciate you guys. I guess I'll probably see you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And that's it. Thank you.